Your circumstances and your history do not define who you are or how much you can succeed or how happy you can be, how healthy you can be, what life you can have. We fall into this trap of believing that when we've had a really rubbish circumstance, when we have gone through a really hard time, whether that's really awful relationship, abuse, bad health, like our house being taken away, financial ruin, whatever it is, we live in this world, in this society that perpetuates the idea that when you're in that, that's where you stay. But that is a choice. And bear with me because I realize that that's going to be triggering for some people to hear. What I mean by that is at any point in any day, in any circumstance, you can choose to make your situation better. And I am living proof of this. I have been through so much, so many times over. If I was to sit here and just list it all, it would just sound like a pity party. And it's really not, because these are things that happened to me that have built my resilience to a point where I now know, I don't just believe, like I know categorically that you can go through absolutely anything, you can feel any type of way, and you can still choose to redefine your life, to redefine who you are, what you want from life, to design your life all over again. So if this is you, if you've been through really crappy times, you've been through a really awful relationship, or you've been through depression, or you've had just this situation looming over you that you feel defines you, and you feel like, well, I am a depressed person, or I am a victim of abuse, or I am someone who has absolutely no money at all and I can barely afford to live. Or if it's even just something milder than that, and you just think, well, this is where I am in life, and that's it. This is where I've always been. This is where I always am going to be. That does not have to be your truth. And my passion beyond anything else is sharing the fact that you can go through trials and tribulations, and that's fine and that's fair. And you can be sad. You can be sad, you can be mad, you can be angry, you can be all of the things that come with it. You can feel the feels. Feeling the feeling of anything is healthy, right? You can't heal it if you can't feel it. So feeling it is great. And experiencing the trauma and understanding and accepting the trauma of any situation is absolutely acceptable. But it is also in your power to give yourself a certain amount of time to feel sad, mad, sorry for yourself, dejected, whatever it is, and then decide to live differently. Like, I promise you with my whole heart that it is possible. I've done it. I've been there in almost every situation you can imagine. I have gotten through it. I've felt all the feelings. I've been crushed by some things, and I have found my way through to the other side. There's now nothing that could happen to me that would make me feel like I am a victim of a life that I hate, because I understand through experience that there isn't anything I can go through that I can't heal from, that I can't improve my life from. Like, what do you want from life? How do you want to feel? On a daily basis, how do you want to feel? How do you want people to treat you? What financial situation do you want in your life? What do you want to do for work? What kind of friends do you want in your life? What kind of house do you want to live in? How do you want your day-to-day world to be? Think about these things, because you can get to whatever it is that you want to get to, regardless of where you are now, regardless of what your starting point is. So starting point A, where you want to be, point B, anyone on the planet can get from point A to point B. And that point A and point B is going to be different for everyone, right? Where you're starting from, where you want to get to, is very personal. And it's okay to feel like you have all of this kind of overwhelming distress about a situation. However, I just want you to know that you don't have to stay there. You really don't. You can choose at any given point in your life, at any minute of any day, to live differently. And it's really important that you understand that and believe that. And you might not believe that if you haven't been through it, right? Because when you go through awful situations that feel really crushing, that's all you know. You're in it. You're in the eye of the storm, or you're at the bottom of the well, whatever metaphor you want to use for it. And when you're in that situation, that is all you can see. But what you have to do in those situations, or one of the things that you can do in those situations, is look for other people that have been in your situation. Look for other people that have navigated it in a way that feels successful to you, and trust them. You know, look to their teachings, look to their experience, trust that they know what they're talking about, trust that they've been there, they've been through the darkness, they've fought through all the demons to get through the other side, and trust them when they tell you that it is not real. The suffering is not real. The suffering is temporary unless you choose to hold on to it. You choose to hold on to suffering, then that is absolutely your right. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to choose to hold on to suffering. And I am here to tell you right now that on the other side of the suffering that you are feeling is whatever freedom you want in life. It's whatever life that you want. I'm so passionate about this because I've lived it. I am the embodiment of going through hard times, redefining your life, and coming back out on top. So if this is something that is impacting you, that you feel like you want some help with, feel free to reach out to me. You can comment under here. You can find me on my other socials, my Instagram, my TikTok, probably my Facebook are all in the links down below. You can contact me, you can reach out to me, and I am happy to just give you advice. I'm happy to be that motivating light for you. I have a group for women that I run that is currently free called the Empowered Women's Tribe. It's on School. If you're on School, you can just look it up, the Empowered Women's Tribe. You can click on the link that is in the description of this video, and that will take you there. There's a couple of questions to fill out, and if you feel like you're going to be a good fit for the group, I will just let you in. It's going to a wait list. It's not going to stay free. In fact, at the end of this week or maybe next week, it's being closed. The doors are being closed for a period of time. And I'm going to be working with the people within the group. There's about 20 of us in there at the minute to figure out where we're going and what we provide and what we offer within the group container. But if you want to get in before we even get to that stage, feel free to go ahead and click the link, look the group up. And if that doesn't resonate for you right now, and you feel like actually it's something maybe you might come back to later, then that's fine, but it will be paid later, which is also fine. I offer one-to-one coaching. So if you want to work with me, reach out to me. I'm not difficult to find. Emma Beckett, life coach. You can literally put that into Google and my details will come up, as well as all the links that are here to find me and message me. But if none of that resonates with you and you just want to watch my content, which I am here to give freely and will always be free, and I will always share everything I can possibly share to help other people get through and build a better life, then that's fine. Just enjoy the content. I am happy to have you here. I appreciate your attention and time. They are our biggest commodities in 2024. So as always, have the best day.